What is up, everybody? ESAM here, bringing you another video. This one going to be my tournament wrap-up for 2GG Civil War that happened this last weekend. And as most of you probably already know, this tournament was crazy. First off, I'm going to leave the link to all the VODs for all the videos down below, so that'll be there. The brackets are all there on Smash GG, so I just wanted to get into my run and how I enjoyed the tournament. But first, we didn't even go to the tournament itself first. We went to the Your Name English dub premiere by Funimation, and oh my god, it was amazing. First off, the movie itself was great, and I've seen it multiple times in Japanese with subtitles, but this one, the dub was done so well, and I'm so thankful that Funimation invited me and MBD to that, and it was just beautiful. And if you saw the pictures on Twitter and Snapchat, you'll know it's like the garden. It was so pretty. Oh my god. It was just beautiful, and there was an open bar, which was fun, and then there were like great hors d'oeuvres the whole time, and it was just, yes, it was so fantastic. It was fun. It was amazing. So after that was Thursday night. Then Friday, obviously, we have doubles, and me and NBD did quite well. We ended up getting 7th place. So round one, we actually had to play one of our Panda Global teammates, Scorch, and his teammate Felix, and we lost game 1 versus them. It was Fox Sonic, which was kind of obnoxious, but then game 2 we got our groove back, and I also got, I got a spin dash footstool down aired into footstool like at 30% game 1, so that was one of the reasons we lost that. But games 2 and 3 were pretty solid on our end, so I was like, yay, we happy about that. And next we ended up playing Rude and Tengu, and that was a 2-0. And I think that was the Ganondorf, and I don't remember the other character, but I just remember I got spiked like twice by the Ganondorf, but we ended up winning that. Then after that, I'm pretty sure that was JK and IVIP, and again they took game 1. And then game 2 we kind of got our momentum back. We got some early kills, and then game 3 was actually really close until the point where I got like a fair spike on JK at like 18 or 19%, and so that ended up like getting the momentum. JK got frustrated. IVIP couldn't play as passive as he wanted to anymore because they were losing, so we had to be aggressive, and so we ended up taking that 2-1. So that was actually a pretty close set. I know JK was pretty upset about that. And then afterwards, that was on stream, by the way. Then inside we had to play against Shaky and Tyrant. And Shaky and Tyrant, game 1 was going pretty well for us, and then I got PK Thunder 2 to like 25% because Shaky just like led me into it, and he like caught a quick attack with PK Thunder, and I fell into PK Thunder 2 because I had RCO lag, so that was rough. And then MVD won the 2v1 at the end. So then game 2, I remember, was like fairly solid on our end. I think it was either like a very low percent 2 stock or like a 3 stock with both at high percent. I don't remember which one that was. But either way, we got it, so yay. And so I'm pretty sure that was the end of, so this was winners quarters at this point. We had to play Mars and Zanotto, and Mars went Lucario and Zanotto went Diddy Kong. And when I say it wasn't a doubles game, I mean it wasn't a doubles game. It was a 2v1 with a Diddy Kong that was just running around. Like, Zanotto did not interact with us at all. He tried his best to just run away and not get hit, and he did it so well. It was ridiculous. It was amazing how defensive he played and how we couldn't hit him. It was like, okay, well, our plan is to kill Zanotto, and then we couldn't ever. Like, I think we got 1 kill on him between both games, and so they just bodied us. That wasn't close. That wasn't good. Like, I wasn't even upset. I was just like, wow, you guys are doing this absolutely perfectly. I've never seen such a good Anubis strat in this game. It was crazy. And so that put us into losers bracket, obviously, where we had to play Legit and Teb, who were the team that beat Void and Nakat twice. So that was crazy. Like, me and MVD have only beat Nakat and Void once, and so they beat them twice in the same tournament. That's nuts. And they were Diddy Kong Mario, and they were really awkward because they controlled the tempo of the game really well and like made it speed up and slow down when they wanted to, which was really impressive. Their follow-ups were great, but we ended up winning 3-1 just because we were like slightly superior to them in certain aspects. Like game 1, like we were losing, and then we like super brought it back, and then game 2 they won, and then game 3 I think it was like even, but we ended up clutching it out kind of early, and then game 4 we also won. So I mean, they were like a really impressive team, but that win put us into top 8, where we lost to Zero and Nairo. And the thing about us versus Zero and Nairo is it's always last hit. It's always a doable game, and then we always lose. Like game 1 and 2, I remember specifically, were like last hit. It's like, damn, if I just got that edge guard, like I can't believe he made it back from that, that type of thing. And it was just like, it was so obnoxiously close, and it's always so obnoxiously close, but we like never take a game, and it's like, oh, it's so annoying. But I mean, so that put us out at 7th place, and we weren't too ashamed about that because we lost to Mars and Zanotto, which we literally couldn't hit, and then one of the best teams in the world, if not the best team in the world, that's consistently playing with each other. So I mean, it's okay that we lost to them, in my opinion. And 7th place, I mean, again, at such a stacked tournament with so many good doubles teams, 7th place is completely fine. And so that put me into my singles pool. Round 1, I had to play against V. I'm pretty sure he was a Sonic main, I don't 100% remember, but I won that 2-0, and then I had to play against Wes, who is a Little Mac main, and again, that was a 2-0. Game 1, I beat him, it was Pikachu Little Mac, and I beat him so hard that he was like, you know, I've never had a little Pikachu make me go off of Little Mac, and so he went Corn game 2, which was closer, but I still won that pretty solid. I got like one of those early edge guards, so I was pretty happy with that. Then I had to play against Razzo, who's a Peach from Southern California, and game 1 I went Pikachu because I didn't know who he was playing, and I win that pretty solid just because I got an early lead, like 20 to 40%, and then I just kind of like backed up and made him approach me, which is how you're supposed to play against the Peach matchup. So I won that pretty solid. He didn't really seem to know what he was doing, but I'm like, you know, Mewtwo is my character for Peach. I go in versus Samsora, I win him versus Mutace, so let me just go Mewtwo. And then game 2 he won because he got a lead and I couldn't really bring it back. And then game 3 I stay Mewtwo on Battlefield and I get the lead, and so I win with like, I think I was at like 40 or 50% game 3. But either way, like a really close set. And that was like in winner's quarters of my pool because technically winter semis was the last match I had to play, and in winter semis I had to play against Raffi X. And Raffi won game 1, game 2 I played pretty solid. I was air dodging every single down throw up air. You know, I expected him to mix it up, and so like it was just whatever, like he got it, man. But I wasn't really happy with how I was playing that set. I wasn't punishing theirs the way I do versus 8-Bit Man. His recovery was really weird, but I feel like I could have got more edge guards than I did. But then game 3, I should have lost. I should have lost to Raffi X, but he grabbed me at 110. I was at 120, or no, I was at 110. He was at 120 under a Dreamland platform, and he decided to down throw last stock and try to go for down throw up air, which I knew at that point I could jump out. So I ended up jumping out of it and then getting the win later that set, or later that game, just because he didn't go for the up throw. Like that would have been game for sure. I would have been loser's bracket. I would have had to play against what was it, Lutai, and then Zero. Like, that would have been my bracket. But unfortunately for him, he didn't do that, so I won, and where I had to play against Kirihara. And Kirihara, I wasn't even playing bad versus him this time, and I just got bodied. Like, I died at what? It was like 70% after Luma hit the first stock, and then like 45% after Luma hit second stock. So like that was kind of rough. I took like 120, 130% that whole game, and I lost. And then games 2 and 3, I went Samus, because I wasn't really feeling Pikachu because I hadn't played Pikachu the whole day, because that was like the beginning, but I was warming up Mewtwo for Kirihara. So I'm like, whatever, I can go Samus, because my Samus doesn't need a lot of warm up. And I actually did pretty well. I was really mad because game 2 I had the Shine Spark. I got the dash attack. I was at like 130. It was Battlefield, so it might not have killed because I'm not 100% sure on like when that'll kill. But either way, I was so upset because I hit Luma first, and so I didn't get the Shine Spark. And so I don't remember if I got punished for it specifically, but like I didn't get it and then I lost. And then game 3 was similar. Like he had a lead, but I mean I can do it. Like Samus versus Rosa is doable. Mewtwo versus Rosa is in Mewtwo's favor in my opinion. And I think I'm just gonna get better as Pikachu versus Rosa, just because like I don't get a lot of super good Rosa practice, because like yes I play against Xaltis occasionally, but the level disparity between Xaltis and Kirihara and Dabuz is like so great to the point where like it doesn't matter, because I know in theory how to play against Rosa. Like I do it all the time, you know. I don't lose games to other Rosas. You know, I beat Fallen so hard at Evo that he went Jigglypuff type of thing, but Kirihara and Dabuz are another demon, and I need to figure out something for them, whether it's Meta Knight or whether it's just like stick it out and go Pikachu and just get a bunch of experience and eventually win that and just play well. So I go to losers there, and so I had to win one more to qualify into top 32, which I had to play I'm Hip, and he went Olimar. And Pikachu Olimar is a matchup that I can control the tempo 100% of the game. You know, the only times he got kills were when I got greedy with quick attack, and so I just got the lead, and I camped, and I camped, and I camped, and then I approached to throw him off stage, and then I hit him for a bunch of percent, and then I camped, and I camped, and I camped, and it was me camping. Like, that's impressive, right? This was like the story of the whole tournament, was just like I played passive. So I ended up beating I'm Hip 3-0. He's really good, but like that matchup is like he doesn't know it, and it's pretty difficult. Like I don't really lose to Olimars, and I don't think Dabuz will ever go Olimar versus me unless he gets Final Destination, because that's the only good stage for Olimar in that matchup. Tendency is okay, but it's still better for me than vice versa. And so that put me into top 32, where I learned afterwards, like 20 minutes after that, I was gonna have to play Ally, and I legitimately played against Mario like later that night for like 3 hours just to prepare for him. I went Pikachu, I went Mewtwo, I went Samus. I didn't know who I wanted to go. You know, I figured I wasn't gonna go Pikachu, but I was like, I don't know who I want to go game 1, if it's gonna be Mewtwo or Samus. You know, obviously I ended up going Mewtwo, and I will actually have an analysis of this set up either Monday or Friday. I don't know what my upload schedule is gonna be right now. But so either way, like I did that. And so I went Mewtwo game 1 and I was doing really, really well, and then I got down throw fair to like 55 or whatever because I thought he was going to down throw forward smash, and so I air dodged and he just spiked me forward. I was like, okay. And then I went Samus, and obviously the rest is history with, you know, obviously the pop off and the flex and all that type of stuff. So yay. So I beat Ally, and I was really, really, really happy about that. I was emotionally and mentally spent, and then I had to go play Hikaru, and I know I could have beat Hikaru, but at the same time, the 1 or 2 friendlies I played with him in Japan when I was there for Tokaigi, he beat me. So, like, he bodied me. I remember both friendlies that we played. And so that was kind of, it was scary, but I'm like, I can do this, but he ended up getting the grabs, he ended up getting what he needed, and he took a 3-1, and I wasn't even upset. And I actually had a pretty good bracket if I did that, because I was gonna, so if I beat Hikaru, I would have played Sue, and I would have gone Mewtwo, and when we played friendlies at Tokaigi, my Mewtwo was kind of bodying him. And then I would have had Mr. R, and I haven't played Mr. R since down throw up air was a thing with Sheik, so I really, really, really wanted to play him, but unfortunately I did not make it there. I ended up getting 17th place at Civil War, which again, for me, is completely fine. Like, I lost to Kirihara and Hikaru, but I did get the win on Ally, which is huge for me. You know, that was pretty much the only unexpected win that I got, but either way, so I got it. And yeah, the tournament overall was just absolutely fantastic. You had the crazy results. You had Falcon and Link in top 3, Hikaru getting top 8, Nairo, Zero, Leo, Ally, and who am I thinking of? And Mr. R just didn't get top 8. Like, this tournament was insane. Like, anyone can do well if you just put your mind to it, even if you play a bad character, although it'll be a little more of a struggle if you play a bad character, but still, you can still do it. This tournament was insane. The production value was crazy high. The stage was outside was amazing once they figured out their little issues. You know, the bracket ran super well. They had doubles too. The ladder was amazing. The crew battle was super hype. You know, shoutouts to Como for that crazy, crazy win. I mean, I was Team Ally, so I wanted Team Ally to win, and they had really good matchups, but Mr. R lost to Como, and then Como took 2 more stocks from Kamame. Like, that was super clutch by him. It was amazing. You know, slightly salty, but I didn't bet on it, so I don't really care. But yeah, just the tournament overall was fantastic. You know, 2GG continues to just like push the meta for what we want tournaments to be with grassroots. And shoutouts to Esports Arena, because I'm pretty sure without them, you know, all this wouldn't be possible, because the pop bonuses were from them. You know, I'm pretty sure they're the ones that bought the outside stage or like rented it or whatever they did. It was just an amazing time, and the food around the area was nice, and the food trucks. And then you also have the paint speaker things. Like, they have like a little art, and like inside the art is a built-in Bluetooth speaker. So I have a little water Pokeball thing that is also a speaker, and that's just super sick. And it was just amazing overall. It was really nice to see all the friends that I did in the VIP room, and meeting all these new people and the new fans, and just overall everything about this tournament was fantastic. And I didn't even do like crazy great. Like, I feel like I beat people that I should have beat, and then I beat Ally, which was, you know, surprising, and then I lost to people I should have lost to, and then Hikaru was, you know, he outplayed me, so he deserved it. So like, I didn't do super great this tournament in my opinion, but either way, I still enjoyed it so much. This tournament was it was so good. And now I'm actually leaving to Dubai today, as in, like, I'm recording this today and I'm leaving later, but it'll probably up 2 days after I'm in Dubai. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this, probably Thursday, hopefully. I don't know. And yeah, that is going to be about it. As always, social media, Panda Important stuff is down below, so actually check it out, because I know you don't, but do it anyway. And I will see you all next time. Oh, bye-bye.